Hello, everyone. This is your boy Marcel Figoal, and I'm here joined with the bad guy, Fusho. Fusho, how you
I'm
doing,
not
man?
bad. What's good? What's good? How
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. And we do have a kind of a very, very big announcement today. And wanted to kind of discuss that with you guys. Just kind of an idea of our next tournament. It's something we've never done before at all. So I think everybody would love it, and none other than our guy Funsho to kind of give us a little bit of idea of how this tournament format is going to be, what it's about, the name of it, and things like that. Go for it, bro.
All right, perfect. So this tournament, we've never done anything like this before in Figo. The admin team have been doing a lot of work just to make sure we have all the ground rules and everything kind of put in place. But we're really going to figure it out as we go, and just going to try and make it as fun as we can. This tournament that's upcoming, the name of it is Double Trouble. So just think about that, Double Trouble. It's a team game. You're going to be in a pair of two. So it's a team of two against basically the rest of Figo. And your goal is to beat every other pair of two all the way to the top. It's a knockout competition. So everyone who's participating is going to be divided into two, and it's just going to be knockout until we have an overall winner, basically.
So how are we going to know the participants? Like, I mean, who we're facing, and
Of course.
they're gonna be like a team name or something like that. Like, what's up?
Of course. So the way we're going to do is participants, anyone who's participating in the tournament, you need to let us know for whatever reason you're not going to be able to participate. But other than that, everyone else who doesn't indicate otherwise will be part of this tournament. Everyone's going to be divided into a group of two in order to find, your teammates. So the top seeded guys here in Figo are going to be paired up versus the bottom guys. So the top half versus the bottom half, and we're going to pick and match. So one person in the top half is going to be paired with someone in the bottom half, and on like that until we have our full team of two. So you could get lucky where you're pairing with two really really strong guys versus maybe two maybe
Two really
not
weak guys.
guys. You never know. It's going to be the luck of the draw. Yes, it's kind of seeded in a way, but there's still so much room for big disparities in strengths.
So basically, we're looking at, like, it could be like me and maybe someone that's very good in Division 3, and we're pretty strong, right? Versus someone like at Coastal Snow and one of the maybe lower ranking guys in Division 1, and it's
Exactly.
and then also it could also be me and, or it could be you and one of the least ranked guys in the entire group versus two really really strong guys. So it's like, it doesn't mean that there's a sure clear winner, right? Because
Yeah.
nothing really solely depends on what are the strong guys. It's a team type of
Exactly. I think the more interesting part of it is, you're in a team of two. Whoever, there's going to be someone that's stronger than the other. Whatever it is, it's a team game, right? If I play someone in the opposition team, whatever score we end on carries over to my teammates' next match. So the first leg is me versus someone else on the other team, and whatever that score is, if I get beaten 7, if I lose by 7 goals, that 7 goals minus carries over for my
right.
teammate into his next match, and he has to try and overturn that. So you basically have to do your best to either really really beat your opponent so that your teammate has an easy chance, or try not to get beaten too much so that your
You can have a
teammate
fair
has
chance as well.
fighting chance. But yeah, it's just for you, it's going to be one game, and your opponent plays the second leg essentially.
That'll be awesome. And another question also is, so I mean, for this sounds a lot of fun. Sounds a lot of fun. It's never been done before. So like for me, so let's say I'm paired with APJ or anyone in the Keshi or Ice Ben or anything like that. We're going to have team names, right? We're going to have to come up with like team names and stuff like that, right? So we're like, let's say we're the Beastie Boys, right? Or Two Layer Boys, something like that. You get, so we come up with a very catchy name, right? And then we register them. Is that correct?
Correct. So you need to register your team name. Once you're paired, you need to, I expect you and your teammate to be chatting. You chat regularly, you strategize, you plan who's going to play who. But initially, we need your team name. That's what we're going to be using for the draws. Yeah.
Perfect. So another thing is, so in the sense of, or in the case of where, like, so let's say for instance, my team member, my teammate, we the first guy I played, or their opponents, the two opponents, we both drew them like 0-0-0-0, right? There's a draw all around the scoreboard. What happened?
In the case of a tie after 2 legs, it actually goes to a third game. So you need to decide as a team. If me and Marcel are a team, we need to decide, right, who's going forward for this third match. Marcel, you're having a strong, you had a strong game. You just got unlucky. You're going to go play the third round. The oppositions who have to push forward one of the teammates to go forward the third match, and they're going to keep playing until we get. So it goes into a third leg, and it keeps going until you get a decider and someone gets knocked out. So it goes into a third game.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So when are we? We have a start date. We have a draw date.
I think for me personally, I'm actually itching to play some games. Actually, not really to play, to see some games. Happen at a competitive level. So I think there's nothing stopping us from getting this started straight away. We're looking at a draw in terms of finding out, who's in one team on Wednesday. Look out for an announcement on the announcement page for exactly the time of the draw. So just Wednesday, we're going to have the draw on the 12th, and then we're planning to kick off this Saturday, the 15th. Let's get it going. It's going to be interesting.
Sounds great. Sounds great. So pretty much, what time frame are people going to have to play the game? I mean, because it's going to be one leg, right?
Yeah, each person has one leg to play. Your partner has the other leg to play. So we're really just to make it interesting, keep it going. We're going to give 48 hours. That's still a bit of wiggle room, and you got to remember, you have to play just one game, one leg between that time, and you have 48 hours to do it. So we don't want any excuses. We want this tournament to be one of the tournaments where we have the most, games completed. Let's try and break a record in Figoal and try and complete our games as much as we can. And also remember, if you don't complete your game, you're letting your teammate down, and that could actually lead to both of you being knocked out. And if you're paired up with someone who's actually passionate about, participating in it, you could be letting them down. So think about that as well.
So just to be clear, so you did say that it's going to be randomized throughout. So knowing that I could be paired with anybody in Figoal.
You could be paired with anyone. So if you're in the top half, you could be paired with anyone in the bottom half. If you're in the bottom half, you could be paired with anyone in the top half. It's going to be, so once your team is made, the matchmaking is going to be randomized at every round to make things really interesting. So, the first round,
there's no favoritism, there's no aggregate.
After each round, we're going to do another draw to find out who's playing who, just to keep things lively and try something different for a change.
And these draws, are they going to be live draw? Are they going to be single way?
I think for fairness, it would be good if we could make all the draws live, so everyone, so people won't think that, hey, there's some sort of rigging. This admin, they're right. Deals, at the back. So we'll try and make everything live, visible for everyone to see and make it as clear as possible. So
that makes a lot of sense. Sounds good. And typically we will talk about forces, favorites, and things like that. But I mean, in this kind of instance, like, I don't think there is any.
You never know. The strongest guy could be paired with a very weak guy who ends up getting beaten. We've seen some crazy score lines in Figoal here, so you can't expect. Exactly. You can't even you yourself, Marcel. If your partner has been beaten 10-0, and overturn that 10. Exactly. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. And I think that's what's really interesting about this particular tournament. And so, I can't wait for the games to begin. Really.
Amazing. I think this is a great first of its kind. And then how are our participants like after the draw is done, they will not have to come up with a team name, right, and chat with each other, are they going to get like a link or something like that where they register their team name and their PSN and stuff like that? Like, how is that? How's that?
I think so. I actually can't remember the name of the platform. John, I open. I actually can't remember
Tournament,
the.
tournament, yeah, tournament.
There's a platform we're going to provide where you'll actually be able to register your team names, and that's how we would know who we're going to include in the draw. So, as soon as it's announced, as soon as you know who your teammate is, you need to get onto the registering before kickoff on Saturday.
Perfect, perfect, awesome. Well, sounds good to me. I love it. I think this is going to be an amazing tournament. I am really looking forward to it. So kickoff is on the 15th, as our admin here said. Wednesday is a draw, and it's going to randomize teams. I mean, two teams. In pairs. It's called double trouble. So basically, if you're pairing with Marcel and Fusho, that's double trouble for the whole of Figo because based on historical rankings, they're good players. If you're paired with Egbon and Zlatan, something like that, tears. Yeah, that's not. I love you guys.
I'm
I
not,
love you guys.
I'm not going to call any names because I don't want trouble, especially that person I'm calling out to be my teammate. So
Yeah.
let's see how it goes after the draw.
Honestly, really, honestly, I think I would love to pair with like Egbon or somebody that's not really good. That makes it a little bit more interesting, and it's a mountain to climb to get, and it makes it a little bit more fun.
I think you can share. I know you yourself. You're all sharing knowledge. If you're someone who is really, historically strong, you can give your partner tips and maybe tricks and maybe help them do their custom tactics and set them up so that they don't concede too many goals that you have to overturn. Maybe you do one depth drop back, whatever tactics you want to do. Just get your opponent, advice, tips. You need to help each other out. It's a team game at the end of the day. There's going to be a prize. The prize will be announced, so it's not going to be sweat for nothing. There's going to be
because our other tournaments, we do have every other tournament is a money tournament. So this one before our next money tournament, this one is a prize actually for it.
Prize, yeah.
And that's going to be announced by the admins as well. So last question is who do we ask questions in regards to these things? If anybody has questions,
there's going to be. I anticipate lots of questions. Even the admin team, we're still having questions. We're still figuring it out. As we said, it's the first of its kind in Figo. For me, I feel like asking questions in the chat directly is really good. So everyone else who has similar questions can see the answers. I think the admin team, we're going to make sure that we're on point in terms of answering questions. If we're seeing there's maybe a number of similar questions being asked, maybe we will post an answer on the announcement page to clarify things. But yeah, if you have questions, really just post them in the chat. We'll keep an eye and make sure we're getting them answered.
Perfect. Man, for sure, thank you so much. A lot of respect to you. You're a great player, a great person, a great husband, great family guy. So thank you so much for your time and everything you do for Figo.
Thank you, Marcel.
No, definitely. Thank you to everyone in the group for your continued support. The admins, to everyone out there. Happy Mother's Day to you guys. And
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, definitely. And hope to see you guys in Goku.
There's going to be lots and lots of trouble. So good luck. Good luck. I think that's the most important. Good luck in your matchmaking. That's really the next big thing. So good luck in your matchmaking. Hopefully, it gets the strongest guys.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
All right, peace.